The one thing that's been fascinating for Otter and I and the other contactees that is a new and unprecedented thing is we are beginning to learn about the cultures of the individuals who come as a result of our invitation for contact or experience. So the individuals that have come to visit you because you've invited them, and you invited them by downloading the Telepathy 101 primer and learning the protocol, how to do that. If you want to do that yourself, go to the website officialfirstcontact.com. We'll put it in the link below. And look for the telepathy manual called the Telepathy 101 primer. You should be able to get it in more than a dozen languages. Choose which one you want to read it in and go from there. But it's a fast read. You can read it in an evening, but what it does is it gives you the protocols for if you want to contact a star nation, what's the best way to go about that and what can you expect back. So the Telepathy 101 primer you downloaded, you got visitations. The contact, though, the repeat contact, is the amazing thing because you get a chance to learn more about your visitor and what they are like as a person, as a sentient being, and maybe a little bit about their culture. If you think about that cultural question and the visitation you've received from the Ponte and other star nations,
yes.
What have you learned? What kinds of things did you learn that was different than what you saw on, say, the Twitter site? What did you learn that was just you and that star nation? And that you could share with the rest of the world?
Sure, yeah. I learned about the vast variety of people out there. Vast variety of star nations out there, and people of different looks and cultures, and it's so varied. You to wrap your head around it. I mean, I've been visited not just by the Ponte, who are the Zetas, but I've been visited by a reptilian woman with, I think she's Sauron actually, and she was stunning looking, very, very beautiful. I've been visited by one who we think is Arcturian's peoples. So if you picture the movie, think of the movie Avatar and the Na'vi in that movie with the blue skin and the amber eyes, that's exactly what she looked like. Exactly. Same color eyes, blue skin, sleek body. The only difference is that she didn't have any hair, so her head was like the Ponte, exactly like the Ponte, but her eyes were cat eyes. And they were slightly bioluminescent. So that's another variety of star nations. So she was a blend. I've also been visited by mantis beings, one that I saw, and another one who just kind of I visited I was in that in-between state again,
right,
between asleep and awake. So I'm not dreaming, but I'm in this altered state, and felt something hard pressing against my leg, and like an exoskeleton. And then I started hearing this clicking sound, this sound.
Oh, the click language, yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I was being checked out by a mantis. I've also been visited by other star nations who look exactly like us. One was, she used a telepathic screening, and she appeared as Holly Berry, the actress Holly Berry.
Oh, pretty.
So think of the movie Catwoman.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, beautiful, yeah, and she had like her short hair, and she had this beautiful eyes smile. The other visitation I had, and this was different than any of the other ones, was I had this feeling that there was somebody, a presence in my room, but I had to open my eyes because I felt they were in the corner of my room. And so I'm trying to pull myself out of sleep, and I managed to just pry my one eye open, and there, standing in the corner of my room, is this gentleman with a long white beard, long white hair. He was like he was like a light being, I couldn't make out the details of his face, but he was like light. He was wearing like Jedi clothing. He looked like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh my goodness.
And he had this glowing emerald light right behind him, just brilliant green light that filled the entire bedroom.
Wow.
That would have burned my eyes if I was looking with my physical eyes. So
Okay.
it was almost like I was seeing him in a I don't know what I can't even describe. Maybe he was fifth dimension, and and then my eyes closed again. I'm thinking, oh God, I'm dreaming. This is just nuts. So I start to stretch more and more, and then I managed to pry my eye open again, and he's still standing there in the room. Still standing there in the room.
Yeah.
And then I got the impression, Umo.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
All right, so first of all, spell Umo.
UMMO. Now the significance of this meeting was that just 2 weeks prior to that, Jeff Demers had just released his book on the Umo.